Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Again, I'd just like to remind anyone that YouTube is the only platform that I'm currently using. If you happen to find these videos elsewhere, I ask that you please report them. And if they're asking for donations, please don't send any. I just don't want to see anyone getting scammed. All right, that being said, let's begin. Today's an important message that hopefully will reach those who need to hear it, because there are a few people out there who need to hear this message. Last night during meditation, I received um, a very specific message, and it was a warning for good-hearted people. Okay, and whoever I'm speaking to, you have a very good heart. You have a very kind heart, and you're beating yourself up over it for that. You know, you're beating yourself up for having a kind heart because many people have taken advantage of that. They don't want you to beat yourself up. Okay, but the message is, be careful of those who cry crocodile tears. Okay, so whoever I'm speaking to is has been involved with people who, when confronted on their lies, uh, bring up the waterworks to make you feel guilty. This is a tactic that many people have used with you because they've taken advantage of your good heart. Okay, now this could be family members or past relationship situations and work situations. I'm getting all three. I'm picking up the name Molly right now, Susan, Tyler, Sammy, Justin. If any of those names happen to resonate, this video is definitely for you. I'll give you more as they come through if anything else comes through further. Again, you have a good heart, you have a good soul, you always have, since childhood. And you didn't believe that, the world could be such a cruel place, such a low vibrational place, okay? And more often than not, people who have good hearts, okay, basically resonate on a higher frequency. And this is what the negative realms try to take from you. Okay, when you resonate so high in a space of love, honesty, and purity, you're going to have forces out there that are going to want to lower your vibration. They're going to want to take this from you. Okay, and how do they do this? First off, they want to take advantage of you to make you feel bad about yourself, and then you relive these moments in your head where you realize you made a mistake because of your good heart. Okay, and then you start beating yourself up. This is what they don't want you to do. Things happen all the time. Okay, it's just that we have to learn, okay, when we have a good heart, because I include myself in that. And I've been taken advantage of many times because people have taken my kindness for weakness. I'm the kind of person who gives several chances to people. I warn people to stop before things might happen to them. Whether they choose to listen or not is on them. I still release all that negative energy that they send my way with love, regardless of what it is, because I don't have to involve myself in that. I won't allow the negative energies that that invaded their body to affect me to lower my vibration. And this is where you're at too. Many of you are on the edge. You're at the precipice of your wishes coming true, your manifestations. You've been waiting for new things. Somebody's waiting on a new house. Someone else is waiting for a new job. Another person is trying to start a business here. Okay, the name Michael. All these things are coming to you. Okay, they're all coming to you. You just have to remain high vibrational. Okay, and so when people try to attack you and make you feel upset and lower your vibration, give it back with love. Okay, you don't have to argue with them. You don't have to prove your point. You don't have to do any of those things. You don't have to do those low vibrational things. This is what they want from you. They're trying to prevent your manifestations from coming in. Okay, so keep your vibration high. You can do this. You have the strength within yourself, okay? And it's not always easy because attacks, can really upset us from time to time. It's all how we choose to deal with it. Okay, remember, it's all an illusion, okay? It's trying to bring your vibration down, trying to keep you low, trying to prevent you from moving forward in any way, okay? If many of you out there, there is somebody out there who has very similar to my situation. I have an ex out there, which I don't want to even give any energy to, but you're also going through a similar situation where you are under constant attack, surveillance, you're being watched by these people. Like my ex, who has invited other people who I don't even know, including his current spouse, into my life to enact a coordinated attack against me, against my videos, and they think I'm unaware of it. Okay, and I've warned these people several times, but they continue to play games, unfortunately. But again, they're not going to get me down. They're not going to prevent me from making these videos, and because I know these videos will reach the intended people they need to reach eventually. And this is why I ask, everyone's help to like the video, not for my sake, but to ensure that these messages get out. Because what's happening, unfortunately, is that my ex's spouse has connections with the media, and including YouTube, and has been able to manipulate my videos in some way from moving forward. Okay, and they have enlisted a group of people as well. I've been under slander, lies, gossip. It's all cool. It's all good. I know who I am, and those dark vibrations are not going to take me down. That's the bottom line. And the same thing applies for whoever I'm speaking to who's going through a similar situation, because I'm not the only person out there. And as crazy as this sounds, that's the whole point. They want it to sound crazy to make you feel like no one's going to believe you. But if we communicate with each other and put the story out there, they can't continue to move forward. Okay, getting back to the crocodile tears of not trusting people with crocodile tears. My ex also has a way, as you know, he's enlisted a group of people, whether they're aware or not, but yet they still chose to join in with him. But he puts on crocodile tears like he did with me, making me believe that other people had damaged him or hurt him in some way. Everything that he accuses other people of doing is what he does, unfortunately. It's a very sick thing. It's very sad for a person to behave this way. And unfortunately, he now married someone who's exactly like him, who's histrionic, who's, narcissistic, who lies. So they're the perfect fit for each other, you know. And so this is what happens to people like that, okay? But it doesn't have to happen to you. It doesn't have to happen to you. It doesn't have to happen to me, And I share this story not to complain, but in hopes that it'll help somebody who's going through the same thing. When you go through a situation like this, you're not crazy, you're not insane. These things do happen, unfortunately, in this world. There are, lower vibrational energies out there, and they will attack people who are on a higher frequency, But unfortunately, many, don't have the spiritual protection that I have, okay, which I've always been lucky to have, you know. So those who mess with me, unfortunately, wind up having things that happen to them that are not so nice, and then they blame me and think that I'm, sending out voodoo like they do, which I don't. I don't involve myself with that. I don't have to. I'm just naturally protected that way. And I give out plenty of warnings. I've given these individuals warnings over and over and over again, okay, to give them a chance to turn themselves around, okay. But again, they listen to someone with the crocodile tears, engaged with them, believe the stories, and it's still their fault because they chose to engage. They can't blame him either, for the consequences that will arrive for them, and they're already starting to arrive for everyone. I'm aware of that also. Okay, my guides keep me very informed when something is going on. And so whoever is dealing with this similar situation, please know that things are going to be handled. You don't need to get yourself involved and return to senders or, sending out negativity yourself because that's going to lower your vibration. So just keep moving forward in peace and in happiness, and things are going to work out. Okay, that being said, we're going to end the video there. I wish everyone well. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.